What it do? What it do? It's your boy Tlites. Let's get straight to the point, baby. Shout out where we're gang. I'm gonna show y'all 5 quick mods, 5 easy mods to start your Jeep, to get your Jeep, just Jeep 5 starter mods, basically. First off, we're gonna go ahead and go straight to it. First off, you get you a light bar. Get you a pretty inexpensive light bar. You can get you an inexpensive light bar. I'm gonna end up changing my light bar out, but you get you a nice little light bar. So I'm definitely gonna change mine out, but yeah, get you a light bar. They usually run about 200, 250 and up. Sometimes you can get them cheaper, but the cheaper you go, remember, if you go cheap, you're gonna get what you pay for. So just remember, try to get you one that's fairly nice price, fairly sturdy. Make sure you do a nice little review on it. Make sure you know what you're getting before you get it. Don't just purchase any old type of light bar, because my light bar came with this piece on the side as well as the light bar too. So you get the light bar and you get this little piece right here on the side to give it a little extra little, you know, extra little bit of style. You know, I'm gonna end up changing that light bar out, but this is a wonderful light bar. Definitely leave a link in the description for that light bar. Definitely a nice light bar. Also, the next little cheap mod you want to get you another you want to go away from the factory antenna, and you want to get you a stubby antenna, a nice little stubby antenna, something that's not all long and, you know, obnoxious. Get you a nice little stubby antenna. You get better reception and everything when you get you a smaller antenna. The regular Jeep antenna is just cheap looking, and also you can tell that it's cheap. They just threw a little metal rod on the Jeep, and they just threw a little metal rod on the Jeep and put it out there. You know, they could have did a way better job. They could have put this exact same type of antenna on the Jeep and made it look better. But you know, these companies, they cheaping out. They going as cheap as possible, very much cheap as possible, in order to save and get more money. They're trying to save as much money as they can, maximize their profit, which is nothing wrong with maximizing your profit, but don't maximize your profit at the detriment of your customers, if you know what I mean. But also, another nice little cheap mod is you can get you some light covers for your back lights. These are DV8 light covers. I'll leave a link in the description. Get you some nice light covers, man. Make the lights pop a little bit more. Make them look a little bit better than the factory, instead of just having light. These just a nice little light. And as you can see, I did these. You can go with any kind of light cover you want. I decided to go with these light covers because I thought they look real cool, real fancy. They nice. They hold up to the weather. I had these for about a year and a half or a year. And as you can see, there's no rusting going on with them or nothing. It's not even any rust on the boats or anything. So they're very well made, very sturdy, very, you know, they fight the elements. Look at that. That's still shiny. Been out to the elements, and as you know, I live in the Midwest, so we get snow, a lot of rain, and a lot of heat. You know what I mean? So make sure you get you some light covers. Next one is you can get you a nice little, y'all already see my license plate. Get you a nice little Jeep license plate. This Jeep license plate, I don't know how much it costs, particularly how much it costs for me, but you can get you another nice little Jeep license plate. Probably run you about $25, $35, maybe a little bit more. It just depends. But yeah, it just makes the Jeep look a little bit better. I think it makes the Jeep look a little better. So fairly inexpensive mod. Doesn't cost any much. Don't cost a lot of money. So yeah, you can go ahead and get that. Yeah, run you about, like I said, about $20, $30. Maybe a little bit more depending on how fancy you go. If you go super fancy, you're gonna pay super fancy money. Remember that. If you go super fancy, you're gonna pay super fancy money. And there you have it. I got a nice one. See, it's got the little Jeep logo at the bottom, like little Jeep front of the Jeep. Then you got the Jeep at the front, at the top. Nice little inexpensive mod. We're going inexpensive. Then you can get you another inexpensive mod. You can get you a fuel cap. This is a fuel cap. The company is Fuel, like fuel wheels, fuel. That's what this is. Get you a nice little thing. It's a metal cap. It's not plastic. This is metal, as you can see. That's metal. So you can get you one of those. I forgot how much that cost, but the link will be in the description. Look how nice that looks on there. That looks real nice, instead of that regular one they give you that's trash. The regular factory stock one. Some people like to stay stock. I don't myself, but I'm just saying that fuel cap looks way better. I ain't gonna say fuel cap. Fuel cap enclosure looks way better than a stock one. and it's metal, so it just looks more fancier. It's more sturdier. It's not all flimsy plastic. It's not gonna easily break off. You know, I can rub all over it. It's not gonna stain up when you touching it. You know, usually when you touch your fuel cap, you be touch it with your nails and something, you can scratch it up. This is pretty much scratch resistant, so you ain't gotta worry about scratching it up and things like that. And it's just nice, and it's just nice, and it's held up to the weather. It holds up to the weather. As you can see, it's got a little coat on it. That way it doesn't rust and anything like that. Definitely a good little mod right there. Definitely a good little mod. Another little cheap mod. We're gonna go inside. Floor mats. Get you some nice floor mats for your Jeep. Some all-weather floor mats preferably, because if you got to go off-roading, you want you to have you a nice little mat that can catch the water instead of the water getting all on your carpet and everything. You want the water to sit in the mud and all that. You want that to sit in here instead of all on your carpet. And these are wonderful mats. These are Lafite mats. I'll leave a link in the description for these. They definitely look real good. They got the little tire trade on them. They make it give a little design to them. Definitely wonderful mats. I give them 2 thumbs up. And they come, you get your 2 front. It comes in a 3-piece. You get your 2 fronts and you get the back. The back is a solid piece. Like I said, they come in a 3-piece. You get 2 fronts and you get the back. The back is a solid piece. It just goes all the way across from the left to the right or the right to the left. Definitely, and they snap in. These not no cheap mats. They snap in. As you can see, these are snapped in. These are snapped in, so there's not a cheap mat. Because remember, if you get a mat that don't snap in, it's cheap. I'm just telling you, get you a mat that's sturdy, that can handle the test of time. Not gonna rip, not gonna break, not gonna bend, fold. It can handle all the weather. You know, especially if you like to go off-roading, or you live in a snowy climate or swampy, muddy type of climate, or like you live in the country and it's always muddy out there. Like I used to live in Mississippi and they got clay roads and they get all on your feet. You bring that all in your Jeep. At least you will have these nice mats where that clay can sit right there. So when you pull the mats out, you can just pick the mats and get the clay right off. So that's definitely a nice little cheap mod. Another cheap mod is to get you a Jeep steering wheel cover. A nice Jeep steering wheel cover. Definitely, I had to order mine. I definitely put that in the link in the description because I couldn't find them at AutoZone or anything like that. I couldn't find a Jeep cover. I looked over and over. I found, let me stop lying. I ain't gonna say I'm lying, but let me say I found some, but they was cheap, flimsy. They was like that little plastic that be peeling. You know, I ain't want to deal with that. I ain't want to deal with the cheap plasticky, it's peeling all that. I need something that could stand up to me turning and all that. Hands constantly on the Jeep, hands on the steering wheel, constantly doing all that. I ain't want something that's gonna peel in 6 months. So this is definitely a great steering wheel cover, and it goes good with your natural steering wheel. It almost looked like it's supposed to be there. And I'll leave a link in the description for that, as well as that handrest cover, the handrest. I got a nice little handrest cover. I'll leave a link in the description for that. As you can see, it looks real good. It's got the little ridges protection, because you know, as you know, let me get in here real quick so you can see it better. As you know, I got a dog, I got a pit bull, and she likes to put her feet on this handrest, armrest, and you want to have a nice little armrest where she don't mess up the factory armrest with her nails and stuff. So I end up getting one of these so she wouldn't mess it up, because you know, I don't want her messing up my, you know, I might end up trading this Jeep in or getting rid of it, and I want to take care of the factory part. So when I do end up doing that, if I do, that it's taken care of. So this is the perfect type of handrest. It didn't take anything to put on there. It comes with some 3M tape. It stays on there. I had this for 2 years, so I know for sure it works great. It definitely works great. And with that being said, those are the cheapest mods that I can give you right there. Those are cheap mods. A few little cheap mods for your Jeep. I think it's like 5 I gave you. I gave you a light bar. I gave you the light bar. I gave you the light bar. I gave you the mats. I gave you the stubby. Oh, well, I gave you the light covers. As you can see, DV8 light covers. And I gave you the stubby antenna. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 3, 4, 5. And I gave you the license plate. I gave you 5 quick ones, quick little mods. I will leave a link in the description for all of my mods on my Jeep. Also, I gave you that license plate, nice little license plate. I'll leave you a link in the description, but all the mods that I showed you are fairly inexpensive, under $200. Under $200. Most of the mods are still under, well, the light bar is probably about $250, but it might be on sale. I don't know, but the rest of them are under $200. So nice little starter kit for your Jeep as you start your little build, because you know we all got our we all in the Jeep community, and we all build our Jeeps totally differently. Some people are mall crawlers, some people are off-roaders, some people are stockers, which means stock Jeeps. So some people are in between off-road and mall crawlers. Me, I'm in between. Sometimes I got an off-road setup, somewhat of an off-road setup. Sometimes I got a street setup. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I'm gonna end up going 40 tires, 37, but I want to do 40 tires on my 20s, but I'll see how that works out. See how that ends up going. Also, I got a lot of mods I'm gonna end up changing out those steps. I'm gonna end up changing out that bumper. That's another nice little Jeep mod too. You can get the Jeep front license plate bumper. That's another good one, man. I think that ran me about 60 bucks because that's real. That's like a real metal, as well as that's none of that is plastic. So probably about 60 bucks, but I had it for like 2 years. As you see, it didn't rust. It hasn't rusted. It hasn't faded. So it's still decent. So yeah, but I'm gonna end up changing out that bumper, as well as the back bumper, and the running boards. They're gonna be gone. But that's enough said about me, man. I'm gonna slide on up out of here. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that watched this video. Shout out to all my subscribers. I love y'all. I appreciate everything y'all do to support your boy Tlites. But with that being said, man, I gotta slide on up out of here. I got some Chipotle in the house, and I'm about to go eat it. Well, and I'm out of here. It's your boy Tlites. Oh yeah, big shout out to the Werewolf Gang. Much love to the light crew. You already know how I feel about you. One last walk around in the Jeep, man, so y'all can check it out. I don't have my 26-inch wheels on it. For those who like, what are 26-inch wheels on it? It's winter time, so I keep that. I take those off in the winter time because that salt will eat those wheels to pieces. And these are sturdy wheels on it. There's my ZL1 1LE, and we about to slide on up out of here, baby. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay safe. I'm gone. Boop.
Fam, that's what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely. Be the fam, that's what they call me.